Chike Candy and 25 Shadrach Oji. The referee this afternoon is Mr. Stephen Copeland. His assistants Mr. Jonathan Bolland and Mr. Samuel Fudge, and the fourth official Mr. Alan Creswell. Thanks to our match sponsors who are Gold Station Aldershot and Cashstone League Park.
It made connection though, and if you go to ground there, you've got to win the ball. Otherwise, you know, we'll see another penalty. We've seen a few here at the EBB lately. In again to Nublet, and you can update our radio listeners shortly as Nublet's into the box. Gets his cross to the far post.
Nice chance here for Aldershot Town as Paniotu heads it on goal, and the follow-up is cleared off the line. Aldershot Town with their best chance of the game so far. Boreham Wood still haven't got it clear. It's bouncing around just outside the area. Ricky Miller's picked it up, got a defender for company, drives across in. That one's headed clear, and it comes out towards this near side, and Jermaine Anderson plays it square. It's been an opening 9.5 minutes in that Boreham Wood, they haven't dominated, but they've been on the front foot. They've had territory, they've had possession, but Aldershot Town in the last sort of minute or so have started to ratchet up a bit of pressure, and they've just won another corner. So 10 minutes gone, Aldershot Town 0, Boreham Wood 0.
Ball forward there from Hall, and Whittingham couldn't deal with it. Here's Ty Marsh on the edge of the penalty area, chips a ball to the far side, and Kane Smith runs onto it beautifully, squares it across, and it's ended up in the net. He's driven it across the goal, and as a combination of Phillips and Hall coming out, contact off one of them has diverted it into the goal. And 13 minutes in here at the EBB, the visitors have the lead. Aldershot Town 0, Boreham Wood 1.
Number 9, Kabongo to Shimanga.
But he's rushed up so far that Kane's got all the time in the world to actually skip round him and get in what was a very decisive cross indeed. And for Aldershot Town, it's a chance, as you say, that probably as a team they probably need to clear their heads.
Oh, there's a ball bouncing here. Ricky Miller's got it on the edge of the area, thinks about the early shot. Oh, and it's just hit the stanchion at the back of the goal. The flag's gone up anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. And it's played short back to Alfie Whittingham. Now the cross is going to... It's a lovely cross. And do you know what? I think Lyons Foster and Phillips got in each other's way there, and eventually I think the ball came off Phillips to go behind. We might get to see a quick replay of that now. And they love to get that pastel green kit on and go on their travels, don't they?
They certainly do. And in a little stat, in addition to that, they've only conceded 15 away goals in 16 games as well.
Here's Kane Smith, finds Marsh, edge of the area. Can he get a shot away? Shot is blocked by Phillips, comes back to Marsh, and then a humdinger comes in from the Boreham Wood number 8, Gus Mafuta. That deflects off an Aldershot Town player and goes behind for a corner. So a number of corners already. Boreham Wood can't quite clear it the way they wish to. Finding another visiting player. We'll let you pick up the commentary and update our radio listeners.
Still 1-0 here to Boreham Wood, Tim, as Toby Edzer plays a ball into the box. Nube hooks it over his head. Will it drop? And it does, but on the roof of the net. And it's another one of those half chances for Aldershot Town that didn't quite fall their way. It's been a pretty even game since you were last with us. Boreham Wood, they look quite comfortable from a defensive position.
It just comes off Shimanga, who I think probably walks away a little bit disinterested. He knows the referee's going to blow the whistle for half-time. He does exactly that.
Relatively quiet. That
good win from Harry Paniatu. Finds Nuble surging forward now, trying to break the lines. It ball breaks to Edzer. Edzer with a pass into Ricky Miller, tight area, tries a shot, and again it's a brilliant block, I think, from Fifield coming in. You know, Boreham Wood came here last season unbeaten, I think, in something like 18 matches with one of the best away records then. And Aldershot really turned them over 3-1 on the day, but Luke Garrard's turned up. His team have turned up this time. Here's Murtagh spreading the ball out to Ty Marsh. Marsh is going to get shot away here, and it drives across the goal, just wide, away to Ryan Hall's white.
Stopped the ball and then sort of ran into that little wall in front of the in front of the north stand, and sort of gave himself a little bit of knock for his trouble.
Ricky Miller's managed to shake off Fifield. Paniatu's picked up the ball. Can he drive it across the goal? And it's turned in! It's a goal for Aldershot Town, and it's Toby Edzer, I think, who's turned it in. A lovely bit of play there. Well done, Ricky Miller, shrugging off his man Fifield. Finding Paniatu, kept his composure, drove across the byline, pulled it across, and Toby Edzer was on hand to stroke it home from close range. 53.5 minutes gone. Aldershot Town 1, Boreham Wood 1.
That's exactly what Danny Searle would have wanted, and again, sort of for the first time, we've really seen sort of Harry Paniotto sort of driving forward into that penalty area position. As you say, Miller did so well to win the ball back from what has been a solid Boreham Wood defensive performance. But Paniotto had been quite peripheral. But as you say there, you know, he's really laid that on a plate for Toby Edzer with a lovely composed cross into the box.
Right, 55 minutes gone. It's game on here at the EBB. 1-1 between Shotts and Boreham Wood. The Shotts, of course, came from 2 down at Boreham Wood to get level and then lost it late on. But Boreham Wood will look to see if they can go again now. We'll let you update our radio listeners on the news of that goal.
Whiteley comes into the box. Whiteley still going. Oh, it's a brilliant goal from Boreham Wood. Corey Whiteley getting away down the left-hand side, cutting field on his right foot, shimmied past Shotts defenders and thumped it into the back of the net. That goal coming just 3 minutes after Aldershot Town had equalised him. Ricky Miller won the ball from a Boreham Wood defender, slipped it through to Harry Paniotto, and Paniotto's cross was turned in from close range by Toby Edzer. But as we said, the shots levelled for just 3 minutes. It's now Aldershot Town 1, Boreham Wood 2.
Another goal here, 2 in 3 minutes at the EBB, and goals flying in elsewhere in the National League as well. Aldershot looking to defend here. Lyons Foster does well. And no, I cannot believe what I've just seen there. The referee, Stephen Copeland, as Shimanga barged into Hoyle, has given a penalty, Gav. I can't believe it. Little look at the replay here. Shimanga's coming for the ball. He touches it, and Hall just stops. Shimanga smashes into him, and the referee's given a penalty.
Shimanga, and the referee has obviously seen it once and given the penalty. OK,
Shimanga, who scored at Boreham Wood, takes another one, and he beats the despairing dive of Ryan Hall. His second penalty against Aldershot Town this season, his 16th goal of a prolific season, another prolific season for Kabongo Shimanga. Edson's going to take this free kick, left-footed. Players lined up about 10 yards out, driven in. Comes off of... Oh, it's a brilliant finish from Josh Rees as the ball came off of Gus Mafuta, and I wondered if it had just caught Mafuta's hand. There were no appeals, but Rees didn't hang around. He just half-volleyed it into the net for his 9th goal of another prolific season in midfield for him. And we've got the same scoreline now that the game earlier in the season ended with, but we've still got 25 minutes to go, Gav. It's Aldershot Town 2, Boreham Wood 3.
And again, good defending by the Shotts.
Good throw here, finding Murta inside the area, squares it, looks for his man, but it's cleared away by Edzer. And that one's chased by Paniotto. And really, really well kept in by Ilasanmi, and finds his man Whiteley. Whiteley and Murta. Murta sees Kabanga Sherney getting away from his man. He's back onto his right foot, squares it across, and I think the effort, for want of a better word, comes in from Jermaine Anderson, who tracking back towards his own goal. Whittingham wins the ball, buys a bit of time and a bit of space, squares it to Edzer. Aldershot still with a lot of players forward. Edzer lifts it into the penalty area. Ashmore's can't get it, and Rees turns it in. It's a quite brilliant, instinctive, turned-in finish from Josh Rees. And Nathan Ashmore, one of the most reliable goalkeepers in the National League, came for that and didn't get it. And Rees was on hand to turn it in for his 10th goal of the season. And bring the shots level here with 13 minutes to go. Aldershot Town 3, Boreham Wood 3.
Based on what we've seen in the opening 81 minutes, I mean, you know, Boreham Wood have had
Hang
chances.
on a sec, Gav. We've got shots with the edge of the area. Candy's going to try a shot. There's a little deflection, and Bettimer's trying to put it in. Was he held from behind? Nothing given. Corner given to Aldershot. Sorry to cut you off there, Gav, but you just can't take your eyes off this one for a minute, can you? Aldershot goal, but we'll come back to that. In comes the corner from Whiteley, and it doesn't quite make it into play. It lands on the top of the net, and you just said it yourself. The set pieces this afternoon have been disappointing. The final whistle has gone. What a game, Gav. 3-3. Quick summing up from you, and then we'll go back to Mark Butler and the Shots TV live listeners and viewers.
I guess the managers may disagree, but I think a point was probably fair there. 3 goals each. Both teams have had chances as well. It's the first time Aldershot have picked up a point when they've been losing at half-time. So I think from their perspective, they'll certainly see it as a point gain. Aldershot certainly deserved something from this game. They played really, really well. 3-3, hell of an afternoon's entertainment.
Are you in with a shot? More information in the description below.
Click here for the next video, click here to subscribe.